Are you currently producing other people, or you have a label? Is that correct?
Right. So Free Vibe ENT Entertainment, for those that just joined, that is my label. I'm the owner, singer, songwriter. We do creative directed photography as well as selling apparel. So at the moment, I'm the only artist. I'm really just focusing on me and trying to figure out what direction I want things to go with using me as a guinea pig. Free Vibe, the thing that we stand for is just, a lot of labels, I think, will get somebody and then figure out how to package them based on what's going on within the industry, or what's going to sell, like supply and demand, as if a person is a product rather than a person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Free Vibe is more so about taking who the person already is, right, and then figuring out from there as a standpoint how to sell the person. So it's a personal journey right now for myself, because if I'm going to do that, right, with an artist and they already know who they are coming to me, right, and then I'm projecting out who they are to the world. Doing that with myself, I know myself. I could figure out who I am and then put it out there. So I'm kind of using myself as a guinea pig right now, if that makes sense. But yeah.
Right, right. So I know this is kind of a corny question, but where do you see your company going in the future? I know that sounds corny. I know people ask that all the time. Where do you see yourself? And so
No,
forth.
that's a good question. That's
Uh-huh.
a good question. We probably should speak things more like that over what we want to do. So, I would say, and I don't know if I want to put necessarily a time limit on it, like in the next 10 years or whatever, but I definitely see it going beyond, obviously, just me being the only person on the label. So on the music side, I want to write for other people. I definitely want to sing. I want to be on stage. I want to do that. It's not that I just want to be in the background. But in addition to that, I want to be able to produce for people of different genres, not even just one, because I like a lot of genres. Write for people, produce for people, just do different things. I really have a dream of being an EGOT. That's an Emmy, Tony, Oscar, Grammy winner. So if one way or another I can incorporate what I like to do in all those different areas, Free Vibe doesn't have to just be the three things that they are right now, because I'm not just those three things. You know what I'm saying? So in that lane, and then in the fashion area, I love to put outfits together and work with my friends. I have a really good network of friends that are really talented. So love to do stuff in the fashion world, magazines, whatever God decides to do for me in that vein. And then what just all the things, how I see it is, when it comes to my career and what it's going to look like going forward, it's going to be all the things that embody me and what I like to do. I like fashion, I like music, I like also, so.
So the next question, as everybody knows, we are in difficult times,
Right.
and I could, I'm an artist also, but I am having problems staying motivated because I also feed off of other people, other artists, and not being able to come together and create and bounce ideas off of my friends. I do poetry, and I sing a little bit. I don't sing. Okay, let's get that straight. I don't sing. Chloe can sing. Okay, I sing. Okay, let's get that straight. But how during this time, in this moment, do you? How are you continuing to be creative? How are you motivating yourself to create during this time where we are not, well, some people do, but we are not surrounded by other creative people? How are you continuing to motivate yourself and be creative?
That's a good question. I would say, I want to say in the beginning of the pandemic, but it feels like it's been going on forever. So I would say more so the middle of the pandemic, I started to kind of just, since I couldn't, like you said, meet up on a consistent basis with different people, I just kind of stepped inside myself and figured out what are the things that you want to see go on right now? What are the things that you want to do? Say if you had no limits, right? And how what do you see in your head? Because that's always how I start with an idea. What what do you want to do? Not do I have the right people to be able to do this or not? So I know that in the middle of the pandemic, when 24 was about to come out, I did the music video for the single Fantasy, as well as a home session. So just adjusting to the time, since I couldn't necessarily go out and perform, I just brought people into my home. We brought some camera crew in there and just film something there. So in the middle of the pandemic, to keep myself motivated, I know I was at a place where I'm like, okay, well, whatever you have in your head, just bring it to life. And however, just adjust to however you're going to be able to do that with the resources, with the climate of what's going on, right? Towards this part of the pandemic, the album was out already. And, I felt like, I know right after we did the home session, I was like, okay, well, what's next? Like, we can do this or that. We did a listening party, a live listening party where people came and saw me perform the album. And after that, I was just kind of like, okay, what do I want to do next? And I really felt like God was sitting me down and was like, don't do anything next. And not because I don't want you to do things with your career, not because this isn't what's for you, but it's like, okay, Free Vibe is about, like I told you earlier, not packaging somebody or necessarily saying you got to be this or you got to be that. It's about who are you, and then how can you get that out into the world? Because being authentically yourself, my purpose is to set people free, right? So how can I do that if I'm not free already? So I'm going to be honest with you, it hasn't really been like a super creative moment. Like I haven't been writing songs, or the most thing I've been doing is voice lessons, because I'm like, okay, if I can't go out and perform, when I do go out and perform, people need to know that I'm better than I was before. But I would say right now, it's really at a point where I'm doing a lot of inner work and just sitting with God and trying to figure out who am I inside. And I feel like, and not everybody may agree with this, it's going to make me that much better when it is time for me to get out there, which I think is really soon, honestly, because it's been about 7 months of just like not doing anything and just trying to get myself together. Because how am I going to be able to talk about Free Vibe is about certain people, and I don't even have identity. I don't even, Right. And to me, it's making the creative art, what I'm going to do, better, stronger. My voice is stronger than it's ever been before. Different things like that. So I'm kind of just taking a second to step away from things, work in private and silence, and figure out what's God telling me to do. And then when it's time, I'm going to be better than I've ever been before. So I hope that's long-winded, but
no, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, this is what we're doing. I mean, I'm here to interview you and learn about you and have my viewers learn about you. I hear you mentioning God quite a bit. So you are a Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a Christian, will you ever do some gospel music? Because I would love to hear you do some gospel music, because you have that voice. So do you ever plan on doing even just one song, some gospel?
Absolutely. Like I was saying before, what I see myself doing is an embodiment of everything that's Chloe already. So I like secular music and I like gospel music. I'm a Christian, and I'm also a person that is in a human body that, I have holiness deposited inside of me, but I'm a human. So it's like, I'm just going to be me. And that's part of who I am. That's a big part of who I am. So absolutely, I see myself doing that. And I think another reason that God kind of set me down is, if I'm going to be singing these gospel songs, your voice has got to be, they sang, like you said, they sang, they don't sing, they sang.
They sang.
And it's like, people. Exactly. And the thing is, I can sing. So I'm like, I think he was just like, in order for that to happen, all that's cute what you're doing, sure. But let's go back to the basics. Let's go back to voice lessons. Let's go to that. So when you really get out there, you can really blow them out the water.
Right.
When you sing music that praises me, when you sing music that's about me. So, yeah.
You got me getting happy. Don't let me start jumping around, people, because I will. And I'll throw this wig off. This is a wig, okay? I will throw this wig off and start jumping around. Anyways. What artists do you follow?
Oh, that's a lot of artists. I love Beyonce, as everybody knows, but Mary J. Blige is somebody that really inspires me just because that ability to be vulnerable inspires yourself. Again, that freedom, inspiration, being genuine to who you are makes me feel like, dang, I can be more genuine. So I love Mary J. Blige. I really like older music. I've been listening to a lot of Aretha. I love a lot of rap music. So like Playboy Cardi, even
Playboy
Wayne.
who?
Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
Yeah. No, I love Playboy Cardi.
Okay, I'm gonna
Young
look this
Thug,
person
Future.
up.
Yeah, Young Thug, Futures on the rap side, and then going back to R&B, Anita Baker, Teddy Pendergrass.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know about these other folks, but that's what I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead.
A little bit of everybody, every genre I can kind of touch.
Okay, I just got a note that Okay, what was the note that we came in on the second song? It started streaming on the second song. Okay, we didn't get to hear the first song because the stream was not going. Can you redo that first song if you don't mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So for those that are tuning in now, this song, I'll back up a little bit, is called Love Crime. This is off my album 24. You can find it at freevibeent.com, and I hope you guys enjoy it. A crime of passion, distinctive fashion, the way you move, the way you do. I showed you things that you never dreamed of. I showed you vision of what's to come. It's a love crime that you're not mine. It's a love crime that you're not mine. I can see you clear as day. I can feel you spikes through my veins. See, I feel you in my knees. I can feel you even when I'm pissed. It's a love crime that you're not mine. Oh, it's a love crime that you're not mine, mine. Ooh, yeah. You're not mine.
Woo! Okay, so now we got that first lick. We got that first lick. We got the first lick. Okay.
Yes, I hope y'all enjoyed it. That's Love Crime. It's out now. You can listen to it on freevibeent.com.
Okay, Chloe. So that's it. That's the end of the interview. Now we're just going to go ahead and just open it up for some questions. Can you help me with that, Karen? Can you show me the main chat? Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong area. There's two screens. Do you guys have any questions for Chloe? So if you have some questions, go ahead and ask them now. Because I see the screen. So if you have some questions, go ahead. Oh, somebody says that they're getting Erykah Badu and Sade vibes.
Thank you. Two people I really, really love too. Okay. Thank you.
And then Somebody said, somebody said preach.
Thank you. Let the church say yeah.
Okay, don't get me started. Let the church say amen. Join in, Chloe. Let
Let
the
the church
church
say
say
amen.
amen.
Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen.
God has spoken. Let the church say
Say amen.
amen. Woo! Okay, I think we're just gonna go ahead and. I have one more question.
Okay.
This is just, just one note. Did you do anything special for Martin Luther King's birthday?
I didn't. Well, I don't know if it's considered special, like I did it on purpose, but I will say I did. I was watching Harriet. Cynthia Erivo, I think, was in it. And I know that's not necessarily directly related to Martin Luther King, but it's a part of our history.
Mm-hmm.
He's somebody they carried on in the later years in the 1950s, 60s. But as far as Black history goes, I was watching that on Monday, as well as actually I'm in the middle of watching Roots right now too.
The
Just going
original
back
Roots
to
or the new Roots?
the original Roots,
Okay.
the original Roots from 1970s, Alex Haley.
Right.
Amazing, just Harriet, and I hate to say it, but we know about Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad, but I didn't know how much about her, and in that movie, it even caused me to look up more things, and just I didn't know that she had visions that allowed her to know where to go and what to do, and
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because it had me in tears because it tied me to where I am right now when I say that my purpose is to set people free. Even though she did things on an amazing level, and I believe that God can do things on. I'm not going to say, oh, it's only for Harriet. It's for all of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way that even in the movie, how people were saying like, you came here by yourself. Like, how did you make it to Philadelphia on your own like this? And she was like, God just gave me visions on where to go, what to do. This is somebody who didn't even know how to read. Didn't even know how to read. And she when she was younger, she got hit in the head by a weight, which made her pass out. She was in a coma for like 2 months. And when she woke up, from then on, she was able to have visions, and God would be telling her different things that were going to happen before they happened. And that's how she was able to make it from where she was to escape to Philadelphia. It was so good.
Okay.
So good.
We have Sharon Baxter says, "Love you, love your style." Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then Caitlin Shearer says, "What do you do for work besides sharing your voice with the world?"
So right now, I actually work for an IT consulting company. I got that job right out of college. I graduated from college with a business administration degree. And right now, I'm just working for an IT consulting company. In the meantime, as an inside sales rep.
Okay. And Donna Tennyson says, "Good job, Chloe. Love your voice. Keep it up."
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
Thank you.
Sharon Baxter, stay unique. Your voice gets richer every time I hear you. Oh,
Thank you, Miss
it's
Sharon.
very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. That's a very nice
Okay. So we are out for tonight. Oh, let me play some. I ain't play my music. Hold up. Oh, my iPad working. I'm gonna play some music out. Oh well, I guess I can't play us out. My iPad isn't working. I had some beats that I
Thank
was
you for
trying to
having
make.
me, though, Jeannie.
Okay, so
This
we're
was really
done,
good.
and thank you for joining me. I am so proud of you. I have been. She's my niece, so I helped raise this little kid. And I
Very
remember
true.
when she was small and she used to sing herself to sleep. She would rock herself and sing herself to sleep. And now I look at her and she is just doing the thing. You know how they say that she's doing the thing? She's doing the thing. And
Thank you.
she has been singing in public. Well, not right now. But she has sung in public and just amazing. And ooh Lord, I'm starting to get choked up.
Oh. Oh, don't cry.
Whew. She just continues to amaze me.
Thank you.
And she inspires me. She's my niece, and she inspires me because a lot of times I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. Because right now I'm writing a science fiction book, and I wasn't even sure that I could write a book. I finished my first draft, and so she's been reading it and giving me some insight on my writing, and sometimes I don't know about her, but sometimes as an artist, I have self doubt, and
Right.
I have her in my corner. I have somebody speaking positivity to me when I don't feel positive myself. I have her, and I have my wonderful nephew who's also reading the book, and having somebody you know tell you that you can do it when you don't always feel that you can do it yourself. So
Right.
I'm just really happy to have her in my life, and she has been a blessing to me. And thank you for blessing us with your voice and with your gifts. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm really proud of you too. What you've been doing on YouTube. You got all these viewers. Keep doing what you're doing. The
Ooh.
book, anything that you want to do, because you're doing a really, really, really good job. And for those that don't know us, what Jeannie said is very true. She played a big part in raising me and my brother, and has always been artistic, has always been talented, and she's doing her thing. So y'all keep subscribing, liking her videos,
Ooh,
sharing her
y'all,
videos,
she
everything.
getting me. Ooh, okay. Thank you, Chloe, and we're out.
Thank you. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.